Well, Scott, what a ovation, a standing ovation for Jerry the King Lawler.
And if anybody deserves it, Jason James, it of course is Jerry the King Lawler. It looks like Bill Dundee taking a little exception to that fact right here in Princeton.
Bill Superstar Dundee not happy whatsoever that the crowd is going absolutely ape for Jerry Lawler. And a little bit of respect from the crowd here in Princeton for the Dundee as well, for the Superstar.
Well, deservedly so as well there, Jason. Both of these men, absolute legends in this area, in this sport, everything about it.
Listen to them now, folks. And as we mentioned, the history between these two Mid-Southern wrestling legends is absolutely undeniable. This match right here will go down in history books. This will go down in record books. Mark it down. Princeton, Kentucky, Butler Gym, 1,300 strong, NWA on the banner.
Main Event Wrestling bringing you this historic occasion, this epic match, this match that has been years in the making between Jerry the King Lawler and Superstar Bill Dundee. The history that these two men have spanned a long, long time, Jason. They have gone up and down the roads together. They have beaten each other within inches of lives, life and limb on the line. Everything you can possibly imagine has been done between these two gentlemen in this ring tonight, and it boils down right here in Princeton in front of these amazing Princeton, Kentucky, 1,300 strong wrestling fans.
What a matchup. This is going to be the anticipation continues to build before the lockup between these two wrestling legends. And listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd, the ovation for the King.
And look at the face of Superstar Bill Dundee. He's getting his due respect as well, but the crowd definitely, solidly behind the King in this contest. Just listen, Jason, just listen.
Dundee kicks the bottom rope there, and we hear once again Dundee with a nice ovation as well. Obviously, the crowd here in Princeton know their wrestling history. They know the history between these two and seem that they're going to show both men the proper respect that they do deserve.
You can definitely show your respect for these two, but you can also tell, Jason, this crowd solidly behind the King, just a little bit more than they respect Superstar Bill Dundee's history. And it looks like we're getting ready. They keep building the anticipation. You can feel the crowd, the electricity in this crowd. They're salivating. They want to see these two men lock up. They want to see history in the making. And here we go, Jason. Quick body slam from Superstar Bill Dundee.
And look at him juke, look at him jive. Superstar Bill Dundee with a body slam on the King, Jerry Lawler.
And it even looks like Lawler was taken by a little bit surprised there himself. He's kind of wondering exactly how Superstar got the upper hand in this so quickly that he was able to scoop Lawler up into that body slam. And it looks like Dundee is just kind of styling and profiling right now for the fans in Princeton.
Dundee now circling, scoping out Lawler, another collar and elbow tie-up. These two, Lawler and Dundee, did you think you'd ever see an Irish whip? Wait a minute, backdrop to the King. Boy, did he hit hard.
Big back body drop on Jerry the King Lawler, and you can see right there as Dundee shows he's got that muscle still, and that competitive spirit still flowing through his veins here in Princeton, Kentucky. And Lawler's still trying to wonder, could Dundee be showing Lawler a couple of new tricks that he hasn't seen before?
Well, like we said, these two have stepped into more rings than just about anyone else I know of in the professional wrestling industry, aside maybe from Ric Flair. Together, I mean. These two have had battles all over the Mid-South, all over the North, all over the East and West. And it's undeniable that these two know each other like the back of their hands.
It's going to take something that neither one of these men have seen before, I think, to gain the solid upper hand in this contest. And you can see Superstar Bill Dundee still taking exception to the King here in Princeton.
Dundee with those patented cowboy wrestling boots. You gotta love the boots on Bill Dundee.
Those boots.
You know, a story about the boots. You know, Dundee told me one time that a wrestler spends 7 minutes a day before and after the match unlacing his boots. Do you realize how many times, or how much time, excuse me, over one's career that he could spend lacing boots?
Not to interrupt you there, Jason, and those boots definitely have stories of their own, but right now the story, Lawler and Dundee were just trading fisticuffs in the corner here in the ring. Just solid punches back and forth before Dundee took his time, got out of the ring, and tries to collect himself before continuing on. Now, wait a minute. It looks like Dundee's given up.
I think he's calling it quits here in Princeton. Superstar Bill Dundee walking out of the Butler gym, and look at the kids now. The kids taunting Dundee.
And you know Dundee's not going to stand for that. If there's one thing he's got, it's a lot of pride. He's not going to stand for the taunting, but it looks like he doesn't want any piece of Lawler right now at all.
I don't think he does, and this match has just taken... Bill Dundee has obviously just taken a different path than the fans here in Princeton wanted him to take, as he is now cowardly-like, standing on the outside of the ring, will not return to the squared circle.
I'm not exactly sure what's going through Dundee's mind right now. I know it's got to be frustrating as all get out. Lawler, he came to wrestle Dundee one more time for the history books, and Dundee was running for a second there, but it looks like we're still going to get this match in, Jason. It looks like discretion became the better part of valor, and he doesn't want to give Lawler the win with a countout.
Irish whip, Lawler off, into the buckle, in comes Dundee. Gonna grab him, punches him now in the gut, and what a shot to the side of the forehead, my goodness.
Well, look at the shots that Dundee's just laying in. Referee Jerry Ryman trying to get those two to split up.
Folks, we gotta take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more main event. Oh!
We'll be back, Jason. We gotta take the break.